Hello and welcome to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My name is Kira and we're going to be going through a 100% playthrough of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I will be playing with Kassandra and we will be going through and fighting for Sparta because we're Spartan? Yeah? But anyway, welcome. This is chapter 1 of our Odyssey through Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's get started. Okay, so if you're a PC gamer like me, you might come across this really annoying little thing that comes up on the side of your game. And it says, warning, you're running an unsupported video driver. Please update your driver for optimal performance, blah blah blah. Don't worry about it. It's just a thing. Apparently the game was made with the view of having really updated, like the new NVIDIA, video driver, etc. And so our current ones are not supported. It's an issue a lot of us are having that don't have like the latest gaming PC. Even though mine is only, I'm not using a PC, I'm using a laptop, but it's mine's only not even a year old and it's getting this error, so don't worry about it. All you need to do is exit it, but it will pop up every single time you load up the game, just letting you know. I have actually started making a video series before, but I'm doing it again because I've learned how to edit some videos, so I've kind of got in a mind of how I want to run the series, and that's what I'm going to do. So because I'm an idiot, instead of like editing everything and taking, a year and a half to do it, I just decided it would be easier to record some newer videos and then edit them into the guide that I'm hoping that this will become, if that makes any sense. Alright? So some of the videos will be longer, some of them will be shorter. This one will be one of the longer videos because we have to get through all the cutscenes, and this is a main story section. Okay? So let's get started. Obviously my reactions won't be as fresh because I have seen this before, but I'll be honest, I'll probably still get really engaged into it because it's still interesting. At any rate, let's get going. Yes, we're starting a new game. Come on. Oh, I don't know if other PCs have this issue or the consoles do, but loading time.
We are ready, my king.
Tell me, Vineyard, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
No, never. A soldier's life is all I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son. But now... let us meet our fate, shall we? Spartans! Every breath that you have taken has led you to this moment. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear, all of it has led to where you stand right now. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood! What say you, Spartans? For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta!
Alright. Not a bad speech. I was hoping you would say, Anyway, moving on. No 300 references, Kira. Let me control you. I probably won't do a better job, but let me control you. Okay. So a good thing you should know is that this is an overview of how the main battles are going to work. You're going to be able to see that that a lot of the fights, the conquest battles, is going to play out like this, where you kill captains, and you also try to. Oh, so the captains are the ones with the question marker over them, the quest marker over them. Sorry. So you kill the captains, you kill the infantry when you feel like it. It's up to you. But you can sort of isolate them, go for the light attacks, combine it with the heavy attacks if that's what you want to do. I don't usually use a lot of heavy attacks, I'll be honest. Spartan kick stuff, because why not? Chaos. Ooh, dodge. Dodging is good, especially against heavy weapons. But at this point, you can actually decide whether you want to continue fighting in this area. And, you know, nothing stops you from doing that. Like, if you want to keep on fighting and kill, like, all the Persians that you can find, by all means. But, to continue the quest, you do have to go to where the quest marker is. Just saying. But this is fun, so I might stay here for a little bit. And, like, miss at everyone, because that's what I do. And Sparta kill someone else. There we go. Bye bye. Alright, I'll go do the quest.
Unique Spartan! I'll bring Xerxes your head!
Oh.
Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian! I will bring Xerxes your head, you insolent Spartan fool! Come and get it!
Yeah, you can do the archery, get to break the guard, or you can do stuff like the Spartan kick, and you will break their guards as well, it's just fine. Or the Ring of Chaos, that also breaks their guards, so it's just up to you how you want to go about breaking the guards. And you can also stop their special attacks. Sorry I did talk through that, but honestly, he's just swearing at you, and you can see the things underneath. My bad. I won't even be able to edit that out.
We are betrayed, my king. Xerxes knows of the path behind the mountain. They're coming.
By dawn, you will be completely surrounded.
We are Spartans. When are we not?
Spartans. That word will mean nothing when Xerxes wipes your bloodline from the face of...
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Finally.
Wow, this is big, Layla. Did you really think it's the spear?
This is the one. The book was almost right on top of it. I've never been so lucky in my life. Okay, let's start her up.
Are you sure we can trust this thing? I mean, the book could be...
Just started, Victoria.
You're the boss. I'll prep it for you.
Okay, so, worth noting, I've made some changes since you were last in here.
There's no keeping up with the tech industry these days.
I can crank up the simulation to maximum sensory synchronization, if you're up for it.
Okay, so with the modes, honestly, I'm a gamer that believes that it's about having fun. If you're having fun on easy, fair enough. If you're having fun on normal, fair enough. If you're having fun on hard, fair enough. If you're having fun on nightmare, I don't know how that's possible, but fair enough. So you should choose a difficulty that's comfortable for you, and you can always change it later in game. I tend to play games always on the normal mode, because I've been playing games for a long time. If you're new to these sort of games, then I would suggest that you actually go for easy, because choosing skills and getting the hang of like how the armor system and all that works can be a little bit meh. So your choice, but personally I'll be going for normal.
Let's take this one step at a time.
Understood. If you're looking for something a little more intense, I can always adjust the settings for you later. This bit will let me know how much information will be fed to you during your time in the Animus.
Once again, this is up to you as well. If you want a more like the more actual like AC experience, go for the guided mode, and all of your quest markers and everything will be available for you to see straight away. I'm going for exploration mode because I like the idea of discovering things for myself and sort of like figuring things out from the little clues and then failing miserably at it, because why not? So we'll go for exploration.
You don't need to worry about me. I've got this.
A little autonomy never killed anyone. At least, I don't think so. Just let me know if you need assistance, and I can always add the helpers back in. Listen, Layla, before you go off...
If this book is right, this spear, this story, it will change everything.
You're putting a lot of faith in a fairly unreliable source. Historian or not, this guy wrote about magical objects and the will of the gods.
He's not Homer. Herodotus was the first recorded historian, so there's a lot more truth in that text than you think. I mean, what better way is there of finding Isu artifacts than by trusting in the guy who claimed to meet an actual descendant?
I know, but...
I need you to trust me. You could be right. This spear, this book, it could all be crap. But something tells me it isn't, and I'm certainly not gonna let Abstergo find out first.
You're right. We haven't got much to lose anyway. There's just one small problem.
What is it?
This manuscript is in rough condition, to say the least. The DNA found on the spear has identified 2 different individuals. You're gonna have to pick which strand of DNA to pursue. The choice is yours.
Okay, so as I said at the beginning of the video, we will be playing as Kassandra, but that's a personal preference. I like the voice actor better, and it's hard to come across a female protagonist that's compelling, that's realistic and interesting, so I'm going with Kassandra.
She'll help us find what we're looking for. I have a good feeling about this.
All right, boss. We're finally good to go. 431 BCE, here we come!
The start of the Peloponnesian War.
Good luck in there. No pressure or anything, but we're all depending on you.
Abstergo isn't gonna win this time. If what the book says is true and we do actually find the artifact, the assassins will finally have a chance to rise again.
You can do it!
Oh, and Victoria? Read the book. It holds the secrets I won't be able to find on my own when I'm in there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm sorry, that "you can do it" sounded so fake. I couldn't handle it. There'll be a lot of eye rolling. You might not be able to see, but there's a lot of eye rolling. Okay. Let's meet Kassandra. A beautiful, beautiful Spartan lady.
Shitface! Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
That's for last week!
Malaka!
The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act tough!
Get a little closer, and I will.
Okay, so with this, guys, it's not that difficult. It's just about dodging and parrying and, you know.
If the Cyclops wants to teach me, tell him to come here himself.
I don't parry a lot. I tend to dodge. Still not used to these buttons.
Last week? This shit happens every week. I can't keep doing this. Nah. Thanks for the warning. Oh.
What happened to you?
It's nothing, Phoebe. All taken care of now.
The Cyclops again, huh? Hasn't he learned his lesson yet?
Apparently not. Of course. Help yourself.
You hungry too, Icarus? Do you think Zeus would bless me with an ego like he blessed you, Kassandra? Maybe you could ask him for me.
I don't think this choice makes a huge difference, but we're just gonna be nice to Phoebe.
I'll try to put in a good word for you.
Finally.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Markos is looking for you.
What does that weasel want now?
Don't know. He wants you to meet him at his new house. On his vineyard.
What? A vineyard? Malaka.
It's on the road to Sami. He says wine will make him rich.
Okay, we'll go through all of the options.
Since when has he had a vineyard?
Yesterday, I think?
So, Markos, who owes me drachmi, is buying vineyards. With what money?
I don't know.
Where can I find Marcus's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Well, I guess I owe Markos a little visit. Thank you, Phoebe.
I'll go tell Markos you're coming.
My head.
Okay, so this is where the game introduces you to the fact that you have different choices and your choices will have an impact. Now, with this particular choice you're about to make, if you say you're dead, you get to fight two guys with 2 bouts of experience points and loot. If you let them go by saying get out of here, they will ambush you further down the road. So they're gonna bring their friends with them, it's gonna be a big old fight, and you'll get more loot and more experience points. So no genius option, get out of here.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak if he ever sends you here again, I'm gonna cut out his other eye and feed it to my bird.
Idiot.
I'll see Markos as soon as I'm dressed.
Okay, so Kassandra's gonna be nagging you about getting dressed and ignore all of the little
I'll
things
have
that
to
are
go
popping
up
up.
top to get dressed.
I am well aware, Kassandra. Light a flame so we can see. No, that's not necessary. But anyway, we're going to take some drachmi from here. It's only a little bit, but it's worth it.
Markos knew this would serve young Kassandra well. Can't imagine fighting the Cyclops' thugs with it now.
Yeah, there's a bonus, a little bit of I guess trivia for Kassandra there. Oh wait,
Ugh, that smells lovely. Probably time I emptied it.
I'm guessing that's a chamber pot that she's referring to. So there's like little tidbits you can discover, and there are stairs going up here, but who uses stairs in Assassin's Creed?
Phoebe slept here again. Poor kid. No place to call home.
Okay, if you climb up here is where her clothes are. So hold down the assassin button to loot, and we'll put her clothes on. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of items because of the Unisoft Club and all of that stuff. Please ignore all of that. And you can access the Unisoft Club and get some of that stuff as well anyway. The only annoying thing you'll find is that you don't have access to a bow because your bow is broken. And considering how that's one of my favorite things to do in games, the ranged combat, that is very, very annoying. Okay, so from here, you've got an option. You can go down this way, which avoids the ambush, but what was the whole point of letting them go for an ambush if you avoid them, right? So you want to go down this way. And along the way, you will see these like run-down, broken-down houses. If you actually go through them, they sometimes have loot. So if you want to pick up some extra drachmae/gold, do that. I'm not going to for the purpose of this playthrough because I'll find other ways to make money. It's not a problem. You also find like urns like this will usually have money. I say I'm not going to, and I'll do it straight away. But anyway. But if we come down here, here's our ambush. You'll also notice that time slows down. Also literally.
That's what I get for sparing you? No manners.
You can also parry arrows, by the way, if you are very good. I'm not very good, clearly. And green is poison, so she's been poisoned, which is kind of bad. Keep forgetting I don't have skills at the moment. There we go. As always, the execution animation for kicks and giggles. So we got some loot there, no loot there. What about the other two over here? Okay, so not a great deal of loot, but at least we got something, and not to mention more experience points for fighting 4 of them. Okay, so thank you. The game does hold your hand through some of this stuff, but not a lot of this stuff. So because this is going to be focusing on the main quest, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to go down this road.
Guess this is the Vineyard. Straight ahead.
Markos' Vineyard. Fantastic. Sorry. How very rude of me, kicking people out of the way. Just like the way I do things. Alrighty. So we'll call Icarus. So directional button up if you're playing on a console
There you are.
controller.
Let's see what you've gotten yourself into this time, Markos.
Don't forget that every location you visit that is a question mark and so forth is going to have an objective like you can see on the left hand side. Like, find the Enigmata Ostraka. So that means that there is this sort of object in this map, in this little location for us to find, which is why I'm going to get Icarus back up, and she's found it right there. So on the way to Markos, I am going to pick that up because it's on the way. And though I will be focusing on the main storyline and so forth, I'm also going to, you know, suggest things that are close enough by that you should be able to get to it straight away. Oh, finding a convenient purchase point to get up here is annoying. Let's go up here. There we go. Easier. There we go. And ostrakas are basically like clues you can follow to find a new engraving, which is an upgrade for your weapon that you can add to. It's like a perk that you can add to your weapon. So those are good.
Boss, I keep telling you, you can't do that.
Why? It's my farm. I can plant what I want.
The grapes will die here. All of them.
You have to forget what you know about the past, my friend, Together, we will revolutionize winemaking. Believe me, you will look back on this day and... Kassandra, thank the gods! Phoebe found you in time.
About grapes?
I can still hear you! I was worried sick. The Cyclops sent his scum to find you. I think they mean you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before they hit me. But that's beside the point. You bought a vineyard, Markos? A vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from me?
We're not gonna be too negative, let's be nice. We're a nice Kassandra.
Because you don't know how to grow grapes or make wine?
I'm a fast learner. You grow grapes on the vine, then you get some wine.
Is that simple, is it?
You know me better than to think I don't have a plan. Markos always has a plan.
All right. Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have the money I owe you? Of course, of course. Well, no, not at the moment.
Then get it.
Instantly, my friend, instantly. But maybe you should do that. There is a merchant in Sami. I'm not very good at these things, as you know.
You want me to collect my own debt?
It's just waiting for you in Sami, my friend.
Who's the merchant?
Duris. You know Duris. He's very nice.
Let's try You're Too Kind to Duris. Duris is a nice guy. According to Markos, anyway. And Markos seems to be like a funny idiot. Besides, I tried the other option, I'm curious.
Duris? Again? Why do you keep lending him money?
He's a loyal friend. I don't want his family to starve.
You're a good friend, but you're bad with money. Where can I find Duris?
In a shop in Sami overlooking the docks. You know this, Kassandra.
Will he be there?
You mistake me for the Pythia. I couldn't possibly know.
How do you want to handle this one?
Not like you handled that olive oil business. That was too much.
I got the money.
And now we'll never get any more from him. If you kill them all, nobody benefits. Threatening them, and maybe more. Breaking things, certainly. Steal the money if you have to, but don't rob me of my customers. Unless you can't avoid it. These things happen.
He'd better have my money, Markos. I'd hate to have to sell our vineyard.
Of course he will. Oh, after there's another matter I want to discuss with you. After.
Fine, but I'm taking a horse. It's too hot and too long a walk to go on foot.
But...
think of it as interest, Markos. Everybody benefits.
Of course, my friend. You shall have your pick.
Okay, so you can go through and ask all of the options for the different horses. Honestly, it's not going to have too much of an impact. Markos' response is going to be the same no matter which horse you choose. So honestly, just go by the one you like the look of. But even that doesn't really matter because you can put skins on your horse. So it's up to you.
Tell me about this one.
The Skiros. You have an eye for sturdy stock, my friend. That horse can cling to mountain passes like a goat.
The one in the middle. Tell me about it.
Ah, you have picked a beauty, my friend. That horse is from Kephallonia, bred for its courage.
I like the look of the one on the right.
Ah, the Macedonian. These are bred for battle. A true warrior's horse.
I'm always going to choose the horse on the right.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
Because I'm a warrior. And it's white. And it's kind of pretty.
That one. On the right.
Fine choice. But this particular breed has a few quirks that you might not be aware of. I wouldn't want you to take an unworthy horse.
Yeah, we can always go back and choose another horse. We're not going to. I like this one.
This is the one I want.
Are you sure? Because...
I'm sure, Markos.
Everybody benefits. Especially you. You've chosen the great Phobos. He's never let me down.
Phobos.
Remember, meet me at the temple in Sami when you have your money from Duris. Ah, Efterpi. There's plenty of wine left to buy. Don't fret.
Not now, you fool. Phoebe's been taken.
By who?
Thugs of the Cyclops. Who else? Snatched her right off the main road.
Tell me where they went.
In the direction of Itimena Beach.
The beach? Can she swim?
I'll get her.
Yes, go. But don't forget about dear Duris, Kassandra. Okay, there you go. So we now have a rescue mission. So we're going to go and do that next episode, and we'll continue with the main quests, and then we'll do side quests all together, and all of the question marks in a bundle, and so forth, so that if you're looking for certain things, you can come and find it straight away. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll come back, and I hope you have a lovely day. Mwah!